clinic, and I think Emily
Okay.
DeSalvo is on.
And Mary Ann, will you run the rest of this meeting for this morning?
Go ahead.
And then we'll go to second half. Thanks.
Sure. Emily, are you on?
I am. Thanks, Marianne. And good morning, everyone. So this safety story happened just a couple of months ago. I was alerted to a PATS R from a female vet who was quite upset about a community care mammography bill she had received. And upon further review with the veteran, the bill was now with a collections agency. Having gone through this before while working with the homeless program, I knew that it would take some time to untangle this, especially at this point that it had gone to collections. I began with first understanding what steps she had already taken, which appeared to be appropriate. Veteran had contacted the National Community Care Call Center twice in the past and had already been told it was rectified. She indicated that due to the stress it had caused, she was no longer willing or able to try anymore to have it fixed. She was agreeable to me calling the National Call Center to see what had gone wrong and what can be done. My first attempt, while being on hold with the National Community Care Call Center, I was disconnected. In my second attempt, I was able to directly talk with the staff, finally, who submitted an adverse credit report for the vet. With me still on the phone to help ensure this moved forward, the rep then called collections to have them put a hold on the bill, then proceeded to contact the billing office of the community provider, who ended up just being a third-party biller and couldn't help us. We were then sent to the actual billing office to who was finally able to remove the bill from collections. The biller then was instructed by the call center rep how and where to submit the bill. It appeared that the community provider had mailed the bill incorrectly initially, and the second attempt to bill didn't have the vet's correct information for Optum to complete the process. So you can see there were a lot of steps and back and forth to try to move this forward. So after nearly 2 hours on that call, I contacted the vet afterwards to inform her of the events. She was understandably reluctant to celebrate just yet, but several weeks later, after I followed up with her again to check on the status, she did inform me that the bill was finally taken care of with no adverse credit effects. I bring the safety story as an example of sometimes needing to give our veterans extra time, especially when they are at a place where they're not able to help themselves. This could have ended with us losing a customer, a veteran, who would have had collections continuing to harass her. Instead, the HRO value of preoccupation with failure, not allowing this bill to snowball any further, our female vet was left with ease, stress, and worries, as well as gratitude for the help she asked for. And that is our safety story. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily, for bringing that forward. That really shows our commitment to resilience. The time that you spent with this veteran and not letting this go, and passing it off to someone else and really taking the time to assist her, definitely shows in our HRO values. So I thank you for that.
Thank you, Marianne.
Around the virtual room, does anybody else have anything?
Good morning. This is your local OIT, Fish. I just want to thank everyone for their patience up in 10C and 11C, but I think mostly we're being affected. 10C is the one area being most affected. We have the new switches in place, and there'll be a short outage. I'll update everyone when we have that time frame, but I'm gonna try and do it after hours so it doesn't affect anyone. But we're in the short rows now. If you're from the south, you know what that means. Thanks.
Thanks, Fish. Anybody else? Okay.